All right, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Death set. So the Death set, the 4 component pieces are the Reaper Scythe for the weapon, then we have the Immortal Armor for the armor, the Crown of Death for the helmet, and then the Eye of Death for the accessory. So the Death set actually did get reworked fairly recently. I believe it was patch 1.5.5 in the last bit. So what the rework did, it did nerf it quite a bit. It used to be a really strong set. It still is, I want to say, semi-viable. It's just to run full death, that is. And that is kind of the unique thing about the Death set, is it's one of the sets that actually makes sense to run a full 4, just full 4 pieces of equipment, which is very unique because every other one of the sets in the game, early game, late game, you typically want to do 2 of one set, 2 of another. Now, this is somewhat still the case for the very high-end kind of meta right now. Full Death used to be a very popular choice, but it did get nerfed a bit. But it's still a cool set overall. So for the 2 and 4 piece set bonuses, so the 2-piece set bonus, the Slime reduces the locked target's attack by 20%, and temporarily converts it into Slime's attack until the target dies. So essentially, when you're fighting, it just takes some attack from whatever enemy, your primary target. So, sometimes your Slime will be attacking multiple targets, but whatever its primary target is, it will take 20% of that enemy's attack away. So that enemy will actually deal less damage to you, as well as it will give that 20% stolen attack to your Slime. So your Slime will also get an attack boost, which is nice just for general wave clearing, as well as like Gygus battles, just because you're decreasing the attack that the enemy is going to give to you. So not really a meta like Gygus battle gear. Really, if you're trying to optimize your gear for Gygus battle, I think the really recommended way to do it is still the Dragon Slayer. But as long as you can pretty well clear it with a Death set, with your Dominator, whatever set you're using. But the 2-piece set bonus is nice. It doesn't do anything too crazy. Where the 4-piece set bonus is where it actually gets pretty cool. So what it does is after the previous target dies, the stolen attack bonus can persist for an extra 10 seconds, and it can stack with your attack up to 100% of the Slime's attack. So your attack from the current target. So that 20% that it steals from the enemies, it will say you steal 20% from one enemy, you kill that enemy, and then your Slime switches targets to another enemy. For 10 seconds, that attack that you stole for the first enemy will carry over, and this actually keeps stacking. So you could have bonus attack from 5 different enemies just stacking onto your Slime. And so you can get quite a bit of attack bonus. So, say my attack's 1,482. Technically, I can go up to like 2,900, or 2,900,000 attack, just because I can keep stacking and defeating enemies and stealing their attacks. Now, every 10 seconds, 10 seconds after you've killed each enemy, that attack is going to fall off. So if for whatever reason there's a lull in the battle, or you just stop defeating enemies, it slows down, then your attack will actually drop. But at 10 seconds typically is, especially in those later waves, that's plenty of time. Your Slime will definitely just keep on stacking that attack, which is very nice. Now, the way it really got nerfed, one of the big things is the attack stacking got capped up to 100% of your Slime's attack. And this is where the set actually really was kind of overpowered for a bit, is just because your attack could technically just keep on stacking. So even though I have like 1,400k attack, I could have gotten up to 5,000k attack, just because as long as you keep killing the enemies really quick, your attack will just keep stacking. So that they did end up nerfing it. So the 4-piece set bonus is still kind of usable. It's not very popular late game just because that Dominator set is key. You can run the 2-piece set bonus with the death set. You can run the helmet and accessory with the Dominator weapon and armor. As long as you have, really, in order to do that for those very late stages, though, you have to have really good hit rate runes or some kind of hit rate bonuses from the fountain to offset the lost hit rate from using the Thunder God set. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.